Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this part, we are going to do face, primer, concealer, powder, foundation, all of the above we're going to do in a full detailed way. If you're interested in this video, then keep on watching. So let's talk about primer. So basically, in general, the definition of a primer is a substance used as a preparation coat on previously unpainted wood, metal, or canvas, especially to prevent the absorption of subsequent layers of paint or the development of rust. So the function of primer, it helps create smooth canvas before applying, helps even everything out, locks everything into place, and creates a barrier for skin and makeup. So basically, primer isn't required, but it's highly recommended. Just saying, I just feel like with primers, I know a lot of people don't understand the use of primer, but I believe that primer actually helps, because I feel like my skin in general, unless you have a really great skincare routine, then I guess you would not need a primer. But with me, I would need a primer. Okay, I have combination skin. That's also another thing you want to look out for. What I like to use is what I use all the time is the Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer. And I like it. My skin likes it. I feel like after I use it and then I put on a foundation and then go out and come back, my face do look normal. As in like a fresh, like I just put on makeup, so it doesn't look that bad. I have used the Bobbi Brown. This is the vitamin enriched face base. I really like this base. I used to use this as just a moisturizer, so like all the time. Yeah, I use this too and I really like it as well. I feel like these two, of course, go hand in hand. They're Bobbi Brown, same family. In my recent video that I just posted not too long ago, I will put a card up here. So basically, I use the Makeup Forever Hydra Boost Primer, and I love that primer. I plan on actually buying that product because I really like the way how smooth it made my skin, made it feel. I just really liked it. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and go into my Fenty Beauty. This is my primer. This is the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer. And I'm gonna just go ahead and put some on the face. I do, however, I really like, if you don't know, I really do like this primer. Okay, so now let's go ahead and blend out this primer. So I learned this trick from Harush. I really like her videos. And what I'm gonna do is go ahead and blend it in, but then go upwards and kind of apply that primer that way. And I do like to put a lot of primer because again, right now I have dry skin. So a lot goes a long way with me because I want to keep everything moisturized and have like that clear base or that fresh canvas. Bring everything up because you want snatched when you blend this out. So now we're gonna go into the OG foundation. I really love this foundation. This is the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation, and it does have SPF 15 in it. And this is my favorite foundation. This is my OG foundation. This is the only foundation that I was just like, I need to go to Sephora and give me some foundation. I've always been a Bobbi Brown girl, like always. So let's go ahead and apply a little bit on the back of the hand. Okay, so now what we want to do is go ahead and take that foundation and we're just gonna put a couple of drops like that and spread that all on the face. And it is full coverage, but it's also really natural. I just love this foundation. My skin just loves it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is take my wet beauty blender and I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. And when you blend out your foundation, make sure you get your neck so everything can be as one shade. I know some people will put foundation on their ears. I think that's a little excessive. So this is definitely my summer foundation color, but I really like this foundation. Like, it's one of those, like, when in doubt, I just use this foundation. Okay, so while we let this foundation settle into the skin, let's talk about shade matching. So basically, how I figured out what shade works for me is I went to Sephora and I went to Ulta and I got shade match. Find somebody that is really good at shade matching. I would take a friend along to kind of give another pair of eyes. That's my opinion. That's what I did. I did take a friend along with me. And the reason why I say that is because some of the workers there, as you know, don't know how to shade match, which is really important. I think everybody that works either at Ulta or Sephora needs to know how to shade match. I mean, it's bad. So once you figure out your shade, look at the undertone. Basically get an idea of your undertone when you get shade match. So don't only get shade match for like Fenty Beauty, that's it, and go based off what Fenty Beauty has. No. Get shade match for Bobbi Brown. Get shade match for Too Faced. Get shade match for Anastasia. Get shade match for Estee Lauder, NARS. Kind of get an idea. That way, when a new foundation launch, you don't have to wait till it hits stores. You just can buy it online. So that's my advice on to figuring out your shade. Because I have a cool golden pink undertone, and I also have a neutral undertone. So with that, I just kind of go based off the neutral because obviously neutral is my best bet. So I go through all the foundation lists, find all of the neutrals. So I'm technically tan or tan to deep or medium to deep. So go into there and find the lightest neutral shade and find the darkest neutral shade. And usually I buy those two foundations, and most likely the dark neutral shade for me within that category of the neutrals is my color. So I want and get one. So say if there's red, yellow, neutral, red, yellow, neutral, red, yellow, neutral, red, yellow, neutral, I will pick the middle two in the middle, and most likely the third neutral will be my shade. So basically that's my rule of thumb of when I do look for foundation. So we got this foundation on and it's starting to settle into the skin. And we did talk about foundation. Oh, I didn't go over my definition for foundation. So the definition in general for foundation is primary purpose is to hold your house up. Without it, your house would quickly sink into the ground unevenly, resulting into cracks and damage to your home. A properly built foundation will keep home even and supported. So the function, in makeup terms, helps cover blemishes, corrects your skin tone, blurs imperfection, and creates an overall smooth, even canvas. And I wholeheartedly agree. I like the way this foundation looks. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and jump into concealer. Everybody has their own thoughts and opinions about concealer. I think an actual flesh tone concealer is the best. So what I have here is Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define and C12.5 in their concealer, and that's literally a flesh tone concealer. So I advise using a flesh tone concealer when you're first starting out. Okay, so now let's go in with our concealer. This again is C12.5, and as you see, it's kind of close to my skin tone. That's how I like to do it, and I do like to bring it down. And then this is the part, this is how I get my eyeshadow to give me that sharp edge. So what I like to do is go ahead and kind of do this. Like that. See how I did that? And then I like to bring it down. So same thing for the other side. Just take some of this concealer. And this is my OG concealer as well. I really like this concealer. And what I like to do is take my rest of my concealer and go up like that. And then bring the rest down. I like to put some right here. Right there on the bridge of the nose. like that, and a little bit all on my forehead. So the reason why you want to do a fleshed tone concealer is because flashback. You don't want to have a lot of flashback. So let's go in with our same beauty blender that we blended out our foundation with, and let's go ahead and blend that out. Okay guys, so we blended out that concealer, but I think that we need to lighten it up. So what I'm gonna do is take my Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm gonna put a little bit on the inner eye, like that. And then go ahead and take my same beauty blender and go ahead and blend that out. Okay, that looks so much better. It's giving me that brightness that I need, but it's not too much. So that is perfect. And again, guys, I used the Makeup Revolution C12.5. And then I also took a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape in Tan Sand. So now that we got that blended out, what I want to do is take out my OG here. This is my NYX contour palette. This is what I use all the time. This is the highlight and contour palette. I did not like the highlighters in here at all. They were just too powdery and too light. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and take my brush, and I'm gonna take my sculpting brush. This is the Real Technique sculpting brush. And what I used to do is just take all 3 of these down here, down below, mix them all together, tapped off the excess. What I did was I went and just like snug that. Look how that looked. You see how that gave me definition? Like look at that side and then look at this side. See how it gives you definition? And that's how you apply your contour. And I advise, if you're starting off learning makeup, trying to figure out what products work for you, I advise starting using powder, because that's what I did, instead of liquid. Because once you learn powder, then you can kind of figure out liquid. Oh, well, again, guys, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna apply it right there and also here. And we're just gonna press that in to the skin. Again, guys, tap off. Make sure you tap off the excess and do the other side. And just press it right into there. And then on the forehead, whatever I have on the brush, I'm going to apply upwards. Okay, and then we're going to go down the bridge on the side of the nose. So what you want to do is pinch the brush here and just go like that. Okay, so the difference between contouring and bronzing. Contouring, you're actually sculpting the face, but bronzing, you're just bronzing up the face. You're putting more color into the face. As you see, I look crazy. So what we're gonna do is take our same beauty blender with our foundation, and we're gonna lightly press over this and blend it out that way. So whenever you think you messed up on your face, just take your same brush or beauty blender that you used to blend out your foundation, because this is like your eraser. So you see how it kind of looked crazy, and we tone it down, and we use this to blend, or use our beauty blender to blend it out. Look how better that looks. And you see it looks crazy over here. Then let's go ahead and blend that out. Okay guys, so this is the completed look. We went ahead and did that contour, blended that out. We did the concealer. I've accidentally already started on the powder on this side. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. I will see you guys over in the 4th step. Okay, bye. Yes, I took notes. What? Ah, I got makeup on my finger.